Random school stories! Yay! As you can tell, I'm not excited. So, we were putting away the equipment after gym class, and our gym teacher, who I'm going to call Kitchen, he talked to the class for a couple of minutes about stuff. I never really paid attention to what he said, so I was talking to my friend, and then Kitchen just calls out our names, and it's like, shoot, we're in trouble. And he says, good job on dribbling all class. You aren't doing layups like other people, but you were staying active the whole class. Are you being sarcastic, or do you actually mean what you're saying? We couldn't tell. His face was just like, are you mad at us, or what? Or I don't know what. Okay, so this one isn't really that related to school, but it happened in school, so I'm counted anyways. So we get a lot of projects, and we're allowed to use the computer for a lot of them. And of course, everyone only does work for part of the class. Or they multitask. Then there are the rare specimens who work the whole time. Except for the last few classes of the project, because they usually have it finished by then. Anyways, I was on Skype messing around, or maybe I was working? I don't know, we used Skype to talk about work since our teacher didn't want us talking in person, since we would always get way too loud. So I might have been talking about work, or just messing around. But it somehow led to my friend saying sorry, and since the school has such crappy netbooks, the R wasn't working properly and she typed soy. Okay, right now you might be thinking, this is a terrible story, to which I say you're absolutely correct. But the thing is, her nickname is Kiwi, and my imagination is really active and weird. So I started saying some weird stuff about her typo, and eventually I just started calling her Soy Milk Kiwi. Then I made a script advertising the rare new species known as the Soy Milk Kiwi. Another stupid story, not really about school, but it also happened in school. I promise this one is quick. I was talking to another one of my classmates, this time on Hangout, and I meant to type, it looks pretty high. Instead I typed, I look pretty high. He looks at me from across the room and says, yeah, you do look pretty high. Thanks for letting me know that I don't look like an innocent 8th grader, but instead I look like a drug dealer. I realized that all three so far are just from grade 8. Probably because I have a terrible memory. Oh yeah, another one, also from grade 8 because I have a really bad memory and nothing interesting happened until grade 4. So we had a class Discord, which is actually 2 classes, and we would go on and play Werewolf on it, like the entire class. That day we had a sub for French who was also the school librarian, and she was pretty cool, you know. She knew we were playing games and she didn't care. And at one point another teacher walked in and asked what the class was doing. The sub just said, oh, some are jouer le murder, and I don't know what the others are doing. The other teacher also didn't care, because our French teachers are mostly cool. Honestly, I don't know why our school has so many French teachers. I mean, it's not like all of them are busy teaching other classes all at the same time if they just have the time to walk into other classrooms and talk to other teachers. You should also tell